What did you just say?
I said those state troopers can fuck themselves.
Yeah.
I work at a hospital, and I was supposed to be at work in the middle of a snowstorm on Christmas Eve, and he wouldn't let me through. He let 2 people through in front of me.
Where were they going, did you ask?
I didn't ask. They were in a minivan, so nowhere important.
You should have said, where are they going? It can't be more important than a hospital.
Yeah. He's like, you got to find another way, bro. So I had to go up 270 North to Roberts Road. And 270
North?
Yes.
Why wouldn't you have just taken Trayview?
Because at that point, I was too far. Like, I was on 70. To get to Trayview would have been too much of a pain in the ass.
Yeah. Like, you couldn't get off with Wilson or something like that? Or Hague or something?
No, because I couldn't get that far on 70. It was at the split, where the 270-70 split right before there.
But then I would have then just taken it to Roberts.
That's what I did. I went Roberts to Dublin Road, I think that is.
Down to Trayview?
To Trayview, yeah.
Okay, so you did get to Trayview.
Yeah, I got eventually. Yeah.
On this episode, Dude, Brett, and Tyler sit down to some High West Distillery's A Midwinter Nights Dram Act 10 Scene 5 and decide to take some other rye whiskeys along for the ride. Find out what we think on this episode of The Bourbon Hunters. But before we get started, do you like our podcast? Do you like bourbon gear? Check out our website at www.bourbonhunters.com to see our bourbon shirts and to buy a Bourbon Hunters Kinsey Dram. Thank you for taking time out of your day to join us on our hunt for great bourbon. Reward yourself and sit back, grab a pour, kick up your feet, and enjoy.
Alright, so welcome to another episode of The Bourbon Hunters. We've got Brett Bryan, and we've also got the Bear Hunter with us.
Oh.
The Bear Hunter is...
The Bear Hunter.
That was great. I wonder what your moniker would have become if you had, instead of saying, does a bear shit in the woods, if you would have said something like, is a duck's ass water tight? Like, what he would have said at that point?
Duck Hunter.
Would you have been Ducks Unlimited, or what would you have been, you think?
Duck Hunter.
I'll say his sound. There you go.
Yeah, Duck Hunter. You think Duck Hunter? So like Duck Hunt?
Duck Hunter.
The Duck Hunter. So now you're the Bear Hunter.
Oh, yeah.
I like it. All right,
what are we starting with?
But I think that goes... The nice thing about Bear Hunter is it actually is kind of like 2 tracks. Mm-hmm. Because what is a bear in the homosexual world?
That's a large, hairy man.
Right. So he hunts large, hairy gay men.
Do we know this for a fact, or are we going to need like a little...
Urban Dictionary.
Didn't you get that thing I sent you? So a friend of mine...
I even added an edit to Urban Dictionary that said, in the sentence used afterwards, look at Tyler. He's going, I added you to the
I don't
phrase.
think you did.
So I never got confirmation, but I did.
My friend sent this from the Montclair State University LGBTQ, and it's all of like the abbreviations and like things, what they mean. Because there was a lot of stuff in here I didn't know.
Was Bear Hunter in there?
So there's bear, and it says a gay or bisexual man who has facial body hair and a cuddly body.
Well, I mean, that's fucking Tyler right there.
An umbrella term that refers to members of a subculture in the gay and bisexual male communities and is often defined as more of an attitude or sense of comfort with natural masculinity and bodies.
Oh, all right.
But there was so many things in here that I didn't even know.
Well, we don't need to
Oh, my God.
No, we don't have to.
Hey.
Tyler's hot now. All right. What's up?
So that is under Urban Dictionary.
What?
Your name?
Yes.
Oh,
My phrase made it?
Yes.
Read it off. What's it
Yes.
say?
And we also need to screen.
No,
I'm going to screenshot this.
Okay, but read the actual phrase.
So it says Bear Hunter. And this is like the 5th one down.
I'm so
It's still
excited.
there.
But yes,
I'm
it's
so
still
excited.
here. It says gay man that is attracted to big burly gay men. Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Bears. Tyler loves him some bears. We call him the Bear Hunter.
That's awesome.
It made it. I told you I made that edit. Screenshot that and send it to the group.
I did.
To the group.
That was in December.
I know. Does it say when it was done?
December.
No, I mean, does it say in Urban Dictionary when it was added?
December. I'm telling you, it says December.
That's what I was asking. Thank you.
Yes.
I know when the Bear Hunter thing started. That's why I was asking if it actually said on there when it was posted. That is awesome. So you sent that to our whole group?
Yeah.
Not just the four of us, but the...
Correct.
All right, that is awesome. I haven't gotten it yet, but that's great. Oh, it just came in. That is so good.
That is fantastic.
Oh, God, I'm so excited about that. That is the funniest thing. All right. So this episode, we are already 4 minutes in. We haven't talked about what we're doing. We're doing some ryes. And much to my chagrin, we're doing ryes. But excitingly enough, if you listened to a couple episodes, we talked about this. We're doing a Midwinter Nights Dram. And we're doing Act 10, Scene 5, which I believe is from this year. Tyler got that in a Raz, which is 100% legal. And
I just found another one. Can I tell you this one real quick?
Yeah,
a dolphin is a slender, athletic, hairless bear.
Well, that doesn't make it a bear at all.
I know.
How would that fall under the bear category?
They're both mammals.
Right, but how would that fall under the bear category?
I don't know.
That
That's what it
doesn't make any sense.
says. I don't understand.
I'm gonna
we have a
dispute that
drink?
one.
Yeah, let's get a
do
drink.
this.
I'm done with
What do we
this.
want to start with? So we've got Midwinter Nights Dram. Let's finish with that.
I have no idea.
Depends on how quick you go. I can't stay long.
We've got Barrel Seagrass and we've got Michter's
I really want to have the barrel
Strength.
seagrass.
Okay, so let's start with that.
Yeah.
Victor's will be last.
Actually, Michter's last. Let's do this one second because I just opened it. So pour out some Midwinter Nights Dram, and then
Tyler, you poured it your bottle.
That'll make you stay at least to the Seagrass.
We gotta cruise through these though.
Yeah.
You pour them. That's your bottle. And that's not an easy bottle.
Tyler,
to get.
was today your son's birthday?
It was.
How was it?
How
I
was
thought he was doing a minute. What are you doing first?
No, Midwinter Nights Dram.
That's what
first.
I thought. And then because
We're
he
gonna
just
let
opened
breathe
that.
we're gonna let that breathe for a second.
Oh, okay.
That's why I was like, you got to pour them. It's your bottle.
Yeah, and then he picks up the wrong bottle. That's not his.
Those three are all new. Well, I don't know about that one. You okay?
He's breathing.
There's
heavy.
some moaning going on
he
there.
is breathing heavy.
He's like, ugh. This is a fresh one right here.
I know. Then I gotta.
You got to do what?
Do you want more?
No, that's plenty.
I'm sorry that you are breathing so heavy right now.
I'm not. I like it in my ear.
Well, it's not too bad.
I'm like a dolphin
What
right
do they
now.
call that? SMR?
I think so.
Hey, we're getting a lot of SMR right now.
Well, she's like eating the celery. She's like,
That's good.
have you ever seen any of those?
No,
yeah, I have.
Oh yeah.
I have.
There's like this like
There's yes.
Oh yeah. There's this girl, and like she's a bigger girl, and she's like biting this celery.
No.
And just like
Why
chomping
would people
on it.
watch that stuff? I don't get it.
But she's in like a room where it's like a noise canceling room, so there's no other sound.
But it has nothing to do with like the fact that she's bigger. Like, why do people watch? Like, I just don't understand it.
It's intriguing. It's like, do you ever watch those?
I don't want to listen. I can't stand when like my wife eats loudly.
Yeah.
Or my son. My son is a loud breather. And he'll come in, like, we'll be watching TV, and he'll come in at the end of the night, and he'll sit down, and it's like, and I'm just like, I don't want to hear that. I don't want to
Yeah.
hear him smacking his food. I don't
like
hear
when
him,
people smack their food.
Oh, God. That's what I mean. So, like, I would
I
not be
don't-
able
yeah.
to watch a freaking person
Yeah.
sit there and eat celery. That would bug the shit out of me. And you know what? I had a roommate in college who was a food smacker, and she loved cereal. So it was the worst
Banksy.
combination of all things possible.
Yeah.
Food smacking and cereal, and it was just terrible. So you'd hear the
Slurping,
slurp and
yeah.
then the smack.
Should I introduce
Oh,
this?
God, yes.
Yes.
Introduce it, please.
You're going against your own rules. By the way,
I don't know what you're talking about.
you're long-winded.
Oh, that's what makes this show what it is, man.
Brett's on a timeline.
At this
here.
point, I don't think
I
we...
fucking spilt on the middle of it. God
You
damn it.
jackass.
Son, just
Fucking
throw it away.
fine.
Just throw it away.
Just give it to
Away.
me. Just give it to me.
All right, so a Midwinter's Nights Dram is a
Yeah,
blend of
yeah,
straight
yeah,
rye
yeah.
whiskeys finished in port barrels. It's a limited engagement.
Sounds like my life.
Yeah. 49.3% alcohol by volume. This is Act 10, Scene 5. And this is bottled by High West in Park City, Utah.
So 98.6 proof, right?
This is a rye. It does not smell like a rye.
You say 94.3?
49.
49.3? So 98.6?
Same as my body temperature.
Well, blood oath.
Actually, it's not. I'm really
98 point
low.
You're like a
Right.
fucking salamander.
Yeah.
salamander.
Cold-blooded. It's cold weather.
I definitely get the rye on the nose.
Do you?
Yep. Immediately.
But there's
But
there's
it's not,
orange.
it's not a dilly rye.
orange is
Orange?
orange. Yeah,
It's
it's
not-
orange peel.
It's not dilly dilly.
Yeah, like you
Orange
squeeze an
peel,
orange
yes.
rind.
Hey, It's not dilly dilly.
Dilly dilly. That was a Bud Light thing, wasn't it?
It was. Yeah.
Dilly dilly.
Yeah, it's all orange for me.
I get the rye. I am getting an under hint of orange.
It's almost like a blood. You get a little bit of blood orange, maybe.
I'm getting some from under hint.
From under cheese.
Some from under hint. I get some from under orange and rye on the nose. And if you haven't noticed, we've recorded back-to-back episodes.
Yeah.
And Brett and I have a head start on Tyler.
I'm like, I don't know, something weird just popped
Dive
in
in.
my brain.
Hey.
I get a little cinnamon stick, just a tiny bit on the nose.
I feel like someone's read the tasting notes.
Oh, that's good.
Did you have this with
That's good.
Brett and Heath?
I don't know.
I feel like you have.
Can you see that owl up there? Oh, does that thing look like a dick?
Where?
It looks like
I can't
it's
see
very
it.
phallic
Yes,
looking.
it does.
It's very phallic.
It's standing at attention.
That's a Smurf dick.
It's girthy, but it's still
It's
still
about
phallic.
like a beer can. Yeah,
Yeah,
Did you dive in yet?
I did.
I like this a lot.
Not a fan.
Really?
Yeah.
This is the first time I've had this. Any
Me
of the
too. I was excited
any of
about
the,
it, and I'm not.
No.
Yeah. I don't think you realized it was a rye.
No, I knew it's a rye.
Did
I've,
you?
I've always known it's a rye. That's why the guy who says I don't think he realized it was a rye when I brought out a Michter's rye and a barrel strength rye to taste with it.
Yeah, that's a good point. I like this a
No,
lot.
up until today.
No,
I do.
I've always known it was a rye.
I didn't think you would enjoy it as much as Brett.
Yeah.
And you are 100% correct.
Yeah.
It's
I think it's the port finish.
Yes, with the rye, it's fantastic.
to me it makes it tannic and not enjoyable.
Is there an age statement on this? Did you say that? If you did, I'm
I
sorry.
did not.
Oh, women shouldn't drink this when they're pregnant?
When did that start?
I don't know how I feel about that. Sounds a little judgy.
Yeah, seriously. God, yeah, I just can't get behind this one.
Oh, this says limited release whiskey. It's not a whiskey.
It is a
It
whiskey.
is whiskey.
It's a rye.
Rye
That's
is
a
a
whiskey.
Rye is.
But yeah, I don't know. I don't like it when they say it like
All
that.
bourbons are whiskey. All ryes are whiskeys. Not all whiskeys are ryes. Not all whiskeys are bourbons. But
Yeah,
all
square-
ryes are whiskeys.
Rectangle square. I
This is your
understand.
first rodeo?
Yeah. I'm fucking drunk a little bit. What do you want?
Are you really?
Yeah. Oh, dried
Okay, the second drink.
dried fruit for real.
The
Oh,
second
yeah.
drink I
Dried
got.
fruit.
So yeah, it's funny you just said that. I just took a second drink. I got some dried fruit. A little less dilly dilly.
Did you really judge that off one sip?
After what we just came from, yeah, I did. Because the stuff we just came from was amazing.
Do you like that?
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
all good.
You can try some if you want. That's that rum
Yeah.
finish.
I'm not a big rum fan. Doo-da-doo-da.
When is the Super Bowl this year?
February 9th, I think.
Can't be.
Why?
Because that's like Wednesday or Thursday.
Oh, it's the
It's
second.
probably the 6th, which is when I'm traveling for my fucking trip. Fucking fuck.
What if you're if you miss it?
Oh,
that
6th, then
sucks.
yeah, it is.
Oh, God. Are you serious?
I
that
get the
is
6 and the
fucking
9
shitty.
confused.
Do you?
No. I get D and L confused.
I cannot believe I'm flying.
Where is it this year, though?
Who fucking cares?
Well,
know.
if it's in fucking Dallas,
It's not going to be in Dallas.
that could either be
my flight
fun
was
for
way
you
too,
or
my
a.
flight
You
was
guys
way
Bungles
too cheap for it
fans?
to be in Dallas.
Oh.
No, not a Bengals fan.
I'm an okay Bengals fan. I'm a Burrow fan.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'd rather root for the Bengals than
Yeah,
the Browns.
like
that's for sure.
I'm not a fair weather fan. Like I've always been a Bengals fan.
Well, Bengals are like Cincinnati is. It's like Toledo. It might as well just be, Kentucky.
I get what you're
you
saying
know.
on the river.
I'll be in Dallas by 5 p.m.
You'll be
So I'll
fine to watch it.
I'll be able to watch it at least.
Yeah, that's nice.
That's just shitty though. I always watch it with my wife,
but
and it just kind of sucks.
But here's the thing.
I can watch it with your
Here's
wife.
the good news for you,
you.
though.
Thank you.
Unless you guys have any customer engagements or anything like
Nothing
that
that night.
that night, then you'll
This is
just be
a
able to go and
This is a sales kickoff. I could
Yeah.
go get hammered if I want to.
yeah,
As long as I'm up by 8 or 9 a.m. the next morning at my sales kickoff, I'm fine.
yeah.
That sucks though. Like I was really. I mean, I guess I could. So it probably won't start till 8 o'clock, right?
Well, it's you're.
Wait,
I don't
it's
know
a
where
Sunday. It's not a Monday. So it'll be on the 5th.
It'll be on Monday.
Yeah, no, it's on Sunday. It's always on Sunday.
okay.
It's Super Bowl Sunday. It's
Well,
on the
I feel
5th.
like it's on, I'm thinking of the national championship,
championship,
maybe.
Me too. That's what happened to me. So I'll be a day removed. I'm good.
Nice.
Yeah. Okay. And I don't have to worry about working on the next day because most people take that day off anyway.
Yeah.
So I'm good.
Are you putting pause on all work for the week?
We generally do. Like if something comes up, we'll jump on a call. But like, we are there for our sales kickoff. So.
Yeah, that's fun. How many people?
Well, I'm doing the shirts for our sales kickoff, and I have 57 shirts. So
57
I'd say about
people.
50 people because I made some extras.
Yeah.
But,
That's cool that they like sourced you to do the shirts.
I was surprised as fuck.
Yeah.
But I'm actually a little nervous about it, because I'm making our shirts.
No, you make good shirts.
What
Listen,
kind of like?
I think I do too, but some people just like.
It's the material, man. Material makes or breaks them.
I know. And they're tri-blend, so that's good. Yeah. Go ahead. What were we going to say, Tyler?
Yeah.
Well, what do we think about this?
I like
really
it a lot.
enjoy it.
Excuse me. I gave it a 4 out of 5.
Really? You're like on a roll with 4s out
I
of 5.
know.
That's 3 out of your last
It's
4.
proofed perfectly too.
Well,
Agree.
3 out of your last 4 ratings have been 4 out of 5.
It's been a good night.
It's been a couple good weeks, you mean?
Yes. I'm sorry.
Don't let people behind the curtain, Brett.
It's been a couple good weeks. I'm feeling 4.
Well, we're about to feel 4 inches tonight.
Hey-o.
Hey-o.
You coming over, big boy? You coming over, Bear?
Banks is like, I'm coming over.
Is there going to be snacks?
He's like, I heard 4 inches. What's going on?
Yeah.
All right, let's move on to this barrel
Seagrass.
I don't know if I have the right number of
I can
glasses.
reuse a glass. I don't
No,
care.
I think we do. I thought I had too many.
Oh, yeah.
His are dirty.
Yeah.
Two.
This
Yeah,
is
we're good.
definitely dirty.
We're moving to barrel seagrass, right?
Yes.
All right.
Did you take the other glasses upstairs? Where did those go?
No, I moved them over to the printer over there.
Oh, I see them.
Let's get them out of the way. Oh, man. So what would you rate that? A 4? What would you rate, Tyler?
I've got to be right there too. About a 4. I don't know if it's my favorite rye, but
as far as ryes are concerned, from me, I'll give it a 3.5. Yeah. It's better than average, but it's not as good.
So
as...
you liked it better than the West Virginia Distillers Collection?
Gave that a 3.7.
Well, a 3.5.
That's what I meant. You liked that better that we tasted 2 weeks ago.
Correct.
Okay. I just have a really good memory.
Yeah, you could just say 2 episodes ago.
Oh,
No,
yeah.
You've already let people behind the
yeah.
curtain, so they know that it was tonight. Jackass.
Maybe they forgot.
This is episode 151.
Yeah.
And we're talking about episode 149.
We should have drank Bacardi 151 on episode 151.
I've got some. It's actually Paramount 151.
Oh. I mean, I'm good now, but
yeah.
Let's do it.
No.
Let's do it.
you set that shit on fire.
Yeah, you could.
Have you ever seen people do that? Yeah. They used to do that.
Yeah.
There's the
what
Bacardi.
was the Dr. Pepper shots were that way? The flaming Dr. Peppers.
Do you know what kind of doctor Dr. Pepper was?
Jesus, what?
A physician.
God, that's horrible. That is a terrible joke. All right, I've got a great dad joke for you guys. What's the difference between Dubai and Abu Dhabi?
Oh, damn it. It's going to be so clear once you say it, too.
Dubai doesn't like the Flintstones, but Abu Dhabi do.
I heard one, too. We're done after this.
Okay, yeah.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Yoda lady.
You're the lady who...
Stop yodeling.
That's terrible. I knew what was coming as I'm saying.
Did you?
Yeah, you're the lady who. Oh, terrible. All right, so we've got barrel seagrass in the glass at the moment. This is bottle number 8,740, and its alcohol by volume is 59.29%, very precise. Proof is 118.58. This is a rye whiskey finished in Martinique rum, Madeira, and apricot brandy barrels. So
I have a legitimate question.
Yes.
Does that
I
mean
have
it's
a maybe not legitimate answer?
So is it 2 separate barrels, a rum barrel, then a brandy barrel? Or is there such a thing as a rum brandy barrel? I don't know. I thought those are 2 separate spirits.
I think it may be multiple barrels.
Okay, so they're aged in multiple separate barrels.
All I know is I bought
then
this
blended.
last year in St. Louis. I think it's that. I think it's blended afterwards.
So they're individual, one of this, and they're blended.
Hey, you're asking questions. I don't have the answer to.
Okay.
I don't have my iPad out right now. I bought this last year in St. Louis. This was like a week after Jason and both him and Fred Minnick listed this as one of their top whiskeys of the year.
Yeah. Okay.
So this is supposed to be really, really good.
This was last year?
Not that anyone makes anything that's supposed to be bad.
Right.
But this is...
Guys, we're going to make this really shitty this year.
This is allegedly very good. How about
Allegedly.
that? Allegedly. So, what do you guys get on the nose?
The nose is more like pear to me.
Well, it says apricot, so that would actually kind of make some sense.
Yeah. It's light.
It is light. I agree
A little
with that.
high in the proof on the nose to me.
Well, that makes sense. It is a little higher than the Midwinter Nights Dram. That was under 100 proof,
Yeah.
just barely. This is over.
Yeah.
I would agree with both of those sentiments. Brett, the Schnoz, any news?
It's not dill forward.
It's weird. After I smell my right hand, I smell semen, but my left hand... oh, wait. Never mind.
Mine smells like
Move
Trina's
on.
hairspray.
Move on.
Oh,
I'm so glad she doesn't listen to this podcast. She takes some abuse, more so than in person.
I don't know what this is. I'll be honest. Like the smell. It's
Now
not like
you're
your
thinking
dill.
about Trina's hairspray
I know,
and my
and
semen.
that's all I can
That's
smell.
the problem.
It's not like rye, like dill, like I'm used to.
No, it doesn't have a rye nose to it at all. Did you just take a drink?
No, I have not yet.
No, Tyler.
I did.
And your face shows.
I know.
disgust.
Wow.
There is a nice note that I like on it, but overall just
I get dill on the taste,
Yeah.
but I get a whole bunch of other things too.
yeah, I need to
There's a lot going on in this.
Oh, wow.
There's a lot going on.
Orange creamsicle is in there.
Do you get some dill too, though?
Yeah.
not nearly as much as I normally
Not like
do.
not like on some of the other ryes we do.
Super complex, agree. Like it's
There's
hard
a
to pick
lot.
out a lot of these flavors.
Honestly, if you're not a rye fan,
There's-
I don't know how you would enjoy this more than the Midwinter Night.
I haven't decided whether I do yet.
No, I know. I'm just
Lots of apricot.
I just know
in this,
that
I
right now
think.
my tongue
my palate's overwhelmed.
is
man.
overwhelmed.
Yeah.
Right. That's the best description. I would say I am definitely overwhelmed right now with the flavor.
and it could just be that I don't have the nuance to pick through the flavors, but there's a lot.
I think the more you drink it, the more you're going to start getting different things each time.
Yeah.
I think interesting. So my second drink was even better than my first drink.
Man, I wish I could pinpoint some of this.
I got less dill on my second drink.
I like this better than when Midwinter
I-
Nights Dram.
I think I do as well. Even though it's got a little bit more rye stuff going on, it's just got a lot of flavor. There's just a lot of stuff happening in this one.
Yeah, 4.4.
This has a
I
lot
don't know
more.
that I'll go that high, but I'll say 4.2 or so. It's definitely, to me, it's higher than 2 episodes ago when we did those Bart's. But I could see where it got bourbon of the year type of thing.
I'm going to go in a 4 again. I think it's equally as good, just different. I think if you want something a little bit simpler, easy drinking, I think, to me, and a little more on like the fruity notes, I think a Midwinter Nights Dram is better. This has more overall flavor going on,
I would agree with
but
that.
I don't know it's as straightforward as like you have to sift for them versus Midwinter Nights Dram. It's there.
I think what I don't like about Midwinter Nights Dram is the port finish.
Sure. And typically I'm not a big port finish person. Do you have another clean glass over there, dude?
Yes.
You can have. I'm probably not having any more.
Yes, you are. Fucking
No,
stop
I got to
your
go in a
shit.
minute. I'm getting a little drunk.
That's the point.
I've got to drive and work tomorrow.
In that snowstorm?
And eat dinner. Yeah, all the above. I haven't done that yet.
So
I did.
Blanton's honey is actually a real thing.
I just got that message too.
$1,300.
Nope. Not for this guy. There's like a barrel proof one that it says 1650.
The barrel proof has come down in price a little bit.
No, the Blanton's honey barrel proof. It looks like
That's fucking retarded.
135.2 proof, 1650.
Yeah.
All right, so you think you like this better. I think I like
do.
this better. Tyler, what is your rating compared to the other one? Your actual
It's
rating.
same.
So you think rating the same, but like you like them for different reasons.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like your breakdown. I thought that was a pretty good breakdown. Let's go ahead and pour some Michter's real quick. You take this glass, just a small. You do the pour since you're thinking you're drunk. You do.
You guys can pour your own.
No. You do your pours.
What?
You do your pour, and then we'll do
I
ours.
still have the barrel grass.
That's fine.
Barrel seagrass, not barrel grass.
Whatever.
What if I just filled it to the like rimmer? You know what I'm saying?
Russo pour.
Just like
Yeah, pour me a sip. And was this the regular barrel strength or was this the toasted barrel strength? Rye.
this is just regular barrel strength. Do
Nice.
you have a clean glass? I think it's this one.
Dude, where's your clean glass?
That isn't clean.
Cream.
That always makes me laugh. I
It
think
does me too. That and Doc Fruit.
fruit.
You do it better.
Can you not roll your R's?
I can roll them sometimes. I'm not consistent.
Oh, I was really good in
Fruit?
Spanish because of that. It's like,
Arriba. Arriba. I don't think I roll my stuff correctly.
yeah, you're like
So
having a seizure, like he has like a stuttering problem. He's angry.
You don't like me when I'm angry.
Jesus Christ.
You have COVID?
Tyler's
No.
got
Are you vaccinated?
Great. Our 150th episode is going to be fucking canceled. Thanks, Tyler.
You mean our 152nd episode?
152nd episode. I'm going to have to do another best of
No,
2020.
this is the 153. I think.
I'm going to have to
I
do
think
the
we're
best
on
of
153.
2020 again. Which has cracked me up. I know that our audience has expanded.
Yeah.
But it's so funny that I just repost an episode from 2020 and it like quadruples the number of listens.
That's great.
No, it just means that our people
We're
haven't
growing.
and they haven't gone back and listened to those old episodes. That's all. So I'm introducing them to our original stupidity before we were more cultured in the bourbon world. All right, so we have totally flown off the rails here. So we have, is that my Michter's right there?
That is correct.
All right. So
Last one.
did you see Ron's reply?
No.
I love Beetlejuice. That cracks my shit up. So just
that's funny.
Ronald
Yeah.
Rankin just asked if anyone wants a Blanton's Honey Barrel for $1,300, and I was like, no. But how about Ron buys it and brings it on Tuesday next week, and he sends a Beetlejuice grabbing his crotch. That's funny. That's so funny. I love that movie. Does anyone else like Beetlejuice?
Oh yeah. I really like.
Hey, let's hear his hot take. Here we go, Tyler. Tell us.
Oh, I don't have a hot take.
Why
It
can't
was.
that
I've
actor?
seen it plenty of times, but it's before my time to really.
Yeah,
have
it is.
But do you like it? You've seen it plenty of times.
Yeah, it's been a while. It was just. It's
You
very
can tell
like.
it's very like 90s-ish. or
Yeah.
80s-ish
Winona
or
Ryder.
whatever.
I mean,
Yeah, it's just.
Here's
Same
the thing.
with that. And Edward Scissorhand was
I
another.
love
Yeah,
Edward
one I liked,
Scissorhands.
but
Oh,
like
God.
weird.
So I read an article
Birds.
about
Vincent Price is in that.
Yeah.
Remember Birds as well.
I
There was
read,
a couple other
hold
weird
on.
movies.
I read an article. This is one of those. Let's go back and rate things that happened in the past and compare them to today's culture.
You can't do that.
I know. But someone wrote an article about why we shouldn't support Beetlejuice anymore.
What?
And because there was a scene where the lady who's behind the desk in the other world or
Yeah.
where when they
The
go
afterlife. Yeah.
afterlife area, and she's slit her wrists.
Oh, I
And
remember
so
that.
they're
yeah,
like,
yeah.
oh well, they're normalizing
Suicide,
And
yeah.
I'm like,
No.
it's a fucking movie, fuckbags.
Right.
Just-
I mean, there's people in car crashes too. We're not
Right.
normalizing that.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's
the
unfortunate.
whole football team that died in the bus.
Yeah,
you know,
the
like,
bus accident,
And they
yeah.
have no idea that they're like, So it's just like, come on, just get over it, move on. You can't judge old days based off of new, ideals. You know what I mean? Like, we're evolving. Just be happy that we're evolving and we're at where we are now. Don't judge 10, 30, 40, 50 years ago based off of today's ideals. That's
just make smart decisions off of what happened in the past. Right? But don't, I agree.
That's all. Anywho, soapbox. Take that soapbox away from me, please.
So Beetlejuice, the actor, just remind me, I'm trying to think,
Michael Keaton.
Yes. I can't want to feel like Keith something. I was going to say he was Batman 1 and 2 by Burt Reynolds. Not Burt Reynolds.
My God.
Tim Burton. I know. That's what, as soon as I said, I was like, it was the Burton.
I'm about to pull the Burt Reynolds on Trina tonight. She's going to walk in and I'm going to be naked just sitting on my side. How you doing?
R.I.P. Burt Reynolds.
Have you ever watched How I Met Your Mother?
Yes.
You know, one of his moves.
Burt Reynolds?
No.
Neil Patrick Harris?
Neil Patrick Harris. One of his moves was the Burt Reynolds.
Oh.
So, like, a girl would go into a different room, and then when she'd come back in, he'd be naked, sitting on the bed.
That's awesome.
Like, completely on his side, like in the Burt Reynolds pose.
You know what I love about, like, so he's such a good actor. Like,
he's gay.
He's gay in real life.
But, like, he plays the best, the best womanizer.
Yes, the best, like...
And you know how I think he got the role in How I Met Your Mother?
I love that he did that.
You know how I think he got the role in How I Met Your Mother?
No clue.
Harold and Kumar went to White Castle.
Oh, maybe.
His role in that show, in that movie, is they took that and said, listen, we want Neil Patrick Harris for this role, and we want him to be that guy.
I love that it throws stereotypes out the window.
I just love that.
You know what I mean?
Like anyone can play
people
anything.
are like, the gay man does this, does that.
He's a true actor.
Oh, yeah. He's fantastic.
A true actor. He's a gay man playing a fucking womanizer, and I think that's fucking great, and he does it to perfection.
He does it amazingly.
To perfection. That is just the sign of a good actor.
Yeah, he's fantastic.
And that's the shit that pisses me off when people are getting pissed off right now. He's a gay man playing a straight womanizer, and he does it amazingly. But then you have people getting pissed off that they cast a straight man in the role of a gay man's,
right?
You know, in a movie. Like,
that's
who
valid.
cares? It's acting.
It's acting. Yeah.
That you're not supposed to be that person when you're acting. That's the point of
being
acting.
an actor, actress, either way.
And so that stuff irritates the shit out of me. Like,
keeps you up at night.
It doesn't keep me up at night. I go to sleep just fine
because of all this bourbon. Let's try this mix. I mean,
yeah, let's get into the mix.
Let's try this rye whiskey.
I'm gonna have one more drink of this barrel of seagrass because it's fucking good.
I finished it. It was fantastic. And then I gotta get the fuck out of here.
You're whispering, but we all still hear you.
It's AS, whatever that is.
ASMR. I don't know. Something like that. Let's keep whispering for the rest of the episode.
I should put a piece of ice in my mouth.
Let's whisper and then do something loud. Do something loud like Tyler coughing in like 2 minutes.
That's good.
You're actually chewing ice. That's great.
I know. We'll crack a tooth.
We're going to get like another 1,000 listeners because you're doing ASMR. I'm going to put ASMR in this hashtag of this episode. Oh, my God. That's hilarious. You're an idiot. Oh, shit. All right. So let's...
That could be an opener. It's like real quiet. Like...
I've already got our opener. It's you bitching about the
state police.
The state police.
I'm going to do it again tomorrow.
All right. So we've got Michter's Barrel Strength in the glass. This is...
Isn't this the Raz that you won from Tyler? I feel like you run.
I don't think this
you
one
won
is.
like a double mix.
You know what? This one is the one I've got back in the back hasn't been opened yet.
Okay.
This is a 16C 396. Does that mean it's 2016?
Damn.
Yeah.
Okay. 16C 396 is the barrel number. This is 113.2 proof, 56.6%.
Is that one of the oldest things you have?
It's 7 years old, man.
Now it is, maybe.
Not age-wise, I'm saying.
Right. Like shelf.
Bottled-wise.
Bottled-wise.
After it's been bottled. Maybe.
I don't know what mine would be. That's a good question.
Actually, that first edition of your Stag.
Oh, yeah.
And then also, I've got the first, but I think that's still also after this, the first edition of the barrel-finished bourbon from, it was OYO at the time.
Oh, I have an OYO. Remember the one I sent you? The bourbon OYO?
This is a Middle West Spirits bourbon. You know how they did their finished in whatever casks?
Sure.
The bourbons last year. This is a first batch. I have a very first batch unopened of an OYO. But I think that's still only like a 3 or 4 years old. So that's probably still newer than this.
Yeah. But that first year Stag Junior, when was that?
This is good. That's got to be
The nose on it's fantastic.
7 years ago or so. 8 years ago, maybe.
This is the best nose.
God, the nose on this is ridiculous. I'm glad we're finishing with this.
It's the best.
Michter's Rye is my favorite rye.
Yeah.
I'm just going to say that right now. Midwest Spirits is pretty close. This barrel seagrass is damn good.
Yeah.
What do you guys get on the nose? And did we rate the barrel seagrass? Did you guys give numbers for it? You said 4.2, right?
I said 4.4 actually.
Oh, you said 4.4.
Yeah.
I said 4.2.
You said 4.2.
What did you say, Tyler? Did you give a? You said 3.5 like the old one, like the last one?
No, for this?
No, the
barrel.
seagrass, the barrel seagrass.
No, they're both 4s.
You gave them both 4s. Okay,
Yeah.
that's what it was. Oh, this nose is fantastic. I didn't even do a toasted. This.
I'll tell you what,
so
out of
the other two are
ryes-
finished. This one's not finished. This is just barrel strength.
The Angel's Envy Rye has the best nose out of ryes. I know it's a
It's
finished.
like pancakes.
Yeah, it's
like
a finished,
maple syrup
but
pancakes.
that's the best rye nose I've ever smelled.
That nose is ridiculous, but it smells like
like
fucking
French
pancakes.
toast.
Yeah.
It's so ridiculous.
Have you seen 40-Year-Old Virgin? Or I think it's that one. She's like some fucking French toast.
I don't remember.
You talking about?
No.
It's that girl that's like really drunk driving him home from the
Oh
bar.
God, yeah.
And they're gonna
well,
hook
you know
up.
Who that is, right? That's
I don't know her name, but she was in
Janet Joplin.
This Is 40.
Huh? What did you say?
Janice.
You said Janis Joplin? Not even close.
Jesus God.
She's actually
in,
all the way in Big Daddy too, which is an old movie.
She's in the.
Tara Reid.
No, it's
No.
not Tara Reid.
Oh.
And I don't think she's in Big Daddy.
She is. She's the girl who's like used to be a Hooters waitress. Hooters,
Nope,
Hooters,
that's
Hooters.
That's not her. That's the
Are
girl
you
from
sure?
Chasing Amy.
Yeah.
No, that's the girl he dates.
It's Blake Lively, I think.
It's not fucking Blake Lively. Shut the fuck up.
That's Ryan Reynolds'
It's the
wife.
it's the wife of. It's the girl that's in all of the.
Yeah.
What's the where they're all singing a cappella movies? Pitch Perfect. She's the Pitch Perfect lady.
Oh, I
And she's in
know.
something. Zach and Mira make a porno or whatever it's called.
She is
Dolly
in it.
Parton. It's
Her
Dolly
name is
Parton.
Leslie Mann.
Leslie
and,
Mann.
and
thank
she's
you.
100% in Big Daddy. Big Daddy cast Leslie Mann. She's the girl
No, that's not her.
that she went to law school by.
She's
she
not
worked
the,
at Hooters.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
And
you're
she
right.
paid her
and,
way-
and when she bitches to Bill Adam Sandler,
Yes.
he's like
Hooters, Hooters, Hooters.
Yeah,
Like he always-
you're
yes.
right. You're right. You're right. You're right.
Yeah.
But
I'll
she
say it
is-
again.
She is
No.
the husband of the guy who does all these movies.
Okay.
Or she's the wife. Not the
Yeah,
husband.
anyway, she's a good
Her
actress.
husband is the one who does. He's the director for Knocked Up and This Is 40. What's his name?
Yeah.
Apatow. Judd Apatow.
I don't know his name.
That's her husband.
Okay.
Is Judd Apatow. She's married to him.
I forget why I even started that conversation. Like what prompted all of that. Crash and burn, Top Gun.
Crash and burn, Mav. Crash and burn. What the hell did fucking bring that up?
Someone listening knows. Michter's barrel strength, fantastic.
Go have a sip and then go back to the nose. It's like
God, I can drink Michter's Rye all day long.
Yeah.
it's like cinnamon toast crunch on the fucking nose.
Oh, God.
Oh, that's what
Right,
started it. We were
cinnamon-
like French toast.
French
and that's-
toast.
Yeah, that's her in
That's
that.
it.
Oh,
Yeah, she's the one driving, and This Is 40.
Yeah. And she's
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
blow into this breathalyzer.
No,
And
This Is 40. 40-year-old
40-year-old
virgin.
virgin.
She's in 2 movies with the number 40.
40.
In it.
I
That's
agree.
crazy. I wonder how many people can say they were in movies with the number 40 in it.
Not a lot. Not a
Well,
lot.
This Is 40. Was Seth Rogen in that?
Yeah.
Was he?
Yes, he.
Well,
this
he was
is
he was
40.
in Knocked Up, but I don't think he was in This Is 40. I don't think he was.
I thought he was a friend, but maybe he's not.
No, he's in Knocked Up.
He is. He's the main character. One of the main
and
characters
This Is
in
40
Knocked
is
Up.
the sequel to
Yeah,
kind of.
kind
sequels-
of.
Kind of.
I felt like he was a friend in it, but maybe not.
I don't think he was in it.
Do you ever watch? I know I'm derailing. So it started off as a YouTube show.
You know who is in it? Jason Segel.
Yeah, he's funny.
Oh, I fucking love
He's
him.
hilarious.
Have you ever seen Forgetting Sarah Marshall?
Oh yeah, one of my favorites.
Love that. There's a thing about Jason Segel for a while. Like every fucking movie he was in, you could just see him naked, like his
Yeah.
ass. And like there's the scene in
There's a full frontal on that one.
yeah,
he shows
yeah.
dick.
Well, but you also see his ass at one point at the beginning
Mm-hmm.
of Forgetting Sarah Marshall. And like it just seems like every time it's almost like he just is like, hey, what if you guys put me in the scene naked?
Yeah.
It was almost to a point where every freaking movie he's naked in it. Anyway, go ahead. What were you going to say?
I forget.
I will say that's the only movie that I've ever found Megan Fox attractive in.
This is for
She's the one that
What shit?
Leslie Mann thought was stealing from her, but it ended up being the Asian girl.
Yeah. This is 40.
Yes.
No, or is that Knocked Up?
No.
This is 40. Yeah. The chick. So, but that same girl is in Knocked Up.
Which same girl?
The Asian girl.
Charlene.
I don't know her name.
Yee. This girl.
Don't know her name. Yes, that is her.
I don't think she was in This Is
Knocked Up. Yeah, she is. Because I remember she was like, "You're gonna have a baby." She's like, "It's gonna come out your vagina. It's gonna hurt real bad."
She's the girl. Oh shit! And she's the same character in both movies.
Oh yeah.
She talks about like it's gonna hurt real bad.
She's the girlfriend of one of the guys where they all get pink eye.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. So I remember what I was gonna say. So it used to be a YouTube show. Now it's on Netflix, but it's like the older stuff. It's called Comedians in Cars Getting Coffee.
Yeah, it was originally on Crackle.
Okay, so I watched it on
wasn't
YouTube back in the
Crackle.
day.
It was Crackle.
But there's some old ones.
I love that show.
I do too. And it's been like 2019 maybe, but he picks up Seth Rogen.
Oh, no. Well, that might be when they had Seth Rogen on. That show's been on since probably 2017.
You know, way before that because I watched it when I was in Chillicothe, and the last time I lived there was 2013, 14.
That may be right.
So I watched it on YouTube
But it was on
or
Crackle.
something.
It might have been on YouTube before it got picked up, but then it was on. The first place that picked it up was Crackle.
I just remember it being on YouTube when I watched it because I love Seinfeld. I've always liked Seinfeld.
Me too, yeah.
And so it's on Netflix now, but they're older ones. And he picks up Seth Rogen, and I don't know. I just like Seth Rogen. He's hilarious.
He is funny.
And it's a good show. He has a lot of great.
Some of the good ones with
Ricky Gervais.
Ricky
he picks
Gervais
him up.
is one of. Some,
oh my god!
And then who's the guy who got caught beating off Louis C.K.?
Oh, did he really?
He got caught.
Herman.
No. He didn't get caught. Like he was accused of beating off in front of another co-star.
Oh Jesus!
And so he has his own little stand-up routine. I think I've sent it to you guys. You must not have watched it because I sent it to you guys. He does this thing where he's like, I'll have to find it. The stand-up routine of him basically making fun of himself beating off in front of another co-star is hilarious. Louis C.K. is a fucking comedic genius. He's on a couple of those episodes of Comedians in Cars
Getting Coffee.
And so, you know who else is Michael Richards.
Oh yeah.
And Michael Richards, he does a good job of basically because it's after the whole Michael Richards incident at the Comedy Store or whatever it is in Hollywood, where he got caught on camera doing the saying some stupid shit. And so Seinfeld kind of went and had him on the show after that just to give him like an opportunity. And that was a really good episode with Michael Richards.
The one with Eddie Murphy's really good too.
Oh, that's a good one.
Eddie Murphy's
There's
really
so
good.
many episodes of that are really good. And he had some really great comedians on there. But the Louis C.K. episodes are really good.
The Ricky Gervais is 2 episodes.
The Ricky Gervais, yes. So Ricky Gervais, the one that I love about that is they tell a whole bunch of Jewish jokes.
Yes.
And Seinfeld, who is very Jewish. Is like dying laughing.
Because Gervais does a lot of Nazi jokes.
Right. But my point about this is Seinfeld is laughing his ass off on those jokes. And he includes them in the episode, meaning that he didn't think they were like off color to the point where he shouldn't include them. And that's my whole point of comedy.
Yeah, it is.
And like stand-up comedy and all that stuff is that
it breaks down barriers.
Yes, you push 100%. The envelope because it breaks down barriers.
It does.
One of the best things I loved about like
Chappelle does it too
Rock,
really well.
Eddie Murphy, all those black comedians.
I think Chappelle does it so well, breaking down
Chappelle
barriers.
does an amazing job. But like Eddie Murphy used to do it. Chris Rock used to do it. They would tell jokes about
Chris Rock.
Yeah,
but they would tell jokes about black people and make fun of black people. And like some white people get away with it. There's this one guy who's from like New Orleans. His name is the Raging Cajun. He's a white guy. I saw him at the comedy club in Columbus, and 90% of the fucking audience in that comedy club was black because they wanted to come see him rip on black people. And like he got away with ripping on black people, and I'm just like, what the fuck? But like he did it in a way that was just so funny.
Yeah.
But like not at all.
Not like racist, but just funny.
No, not at all.
Yeah.
Not just pointing out differences, but like in a good way, in a fun way, in a funny way, because we are all different.
Yeah.
And we need to embrace that. We're all different, and we all bring something different to the table. And
you could do that with careers, like making fun of accountants versus like
anything. And that's what
fucking
I've always
cashiers,
thought
you know what I
comedy
mean?
was all about, was break down barriers. You point out something that you think's funny, whether it's a race, whether you think it's a job, whether you think it's a whatever, a cultural thing. But comedy that's the point of it. You point those things out, you think it's funny, and you say, okay, here's the difference between this, and then you laugh.
Did you guys ever watch Mad TV?
Oh,
yeah.
fuck, I loved Mad TV. Living Color, Mad TV, Saturday Night Live, all those things.
Mad TV with it was Coach Hines, where he was like that's one of my fucking favorite skits of all time.
I would say the most recent thing of comedy skits that I've really enjoyed, Key and Peele, and I know they're a
funny.
few years removed.
Well, he's the one guy is the guy from Mad TV.
Yeah. No, I know. That's where they got their start.
Might be there.
They did. They both got their start, I think, from Mad TV.
Yeah.
Remember the old Chappelle show, seasons 1 and 2?
Oh, fucking Chappelle!
I can
Chappelle
still watch
show was
those and
the
laugh my ass off.
Shit. Like, my buddy owns all the DVDs of those, and I don't think you can find those anywhere.
I would love to just like hang out with Chappelle and like.
Oh my, he's like an hour from us.
I know, he's in Yellow
I would love
Springs.
to have him on our show.
Not to like derail too much, but when I went to the Rogan comedy show,
he came.
Chappelle
on stage,
came
right?
out like
Yes.
unannounced.
Damn it! I was
and
so
did
mad
like a
about
30-minute skit.
I know,
and everyone went fucking.
God, I love
the
Chappelle.
energy in the arena when Chappelle came out unannounced.
I love Chappelle.
Was insane. I get like goosebumps thinking about it. Like,
and
what
Chappelle
the
is
fuck?
my perfect example of what comedy should be.
Oh yeah.
He makes fun of everything.
So he makes fun of every gender, every race, every
yes, and that's
religion.
how it should be.
Yeah,
it should be. If there's something funny that a race or a culture or whatever is doing,
religion, anything,
they should be making fun of it.
Yeah,
because that's what like you said, it's what breaks down barriers, and it's a joke. Fucking move on. It's a joke. You know who else is great? Like,
make fun of me for being bald. I don't care.
Or arthritis. I have arthritis. I don't care. Fucking make fun of it. That's what makes it funny. It makes it more easy to live with. You know who is like Dave Chappelle? Bill Burr.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck, Bill Burr is funny too.
I love Bill Burr.
You've seen him in concert too, right? Or
same Schottenstein Center, in Columbus here.
You know who I just saw? And this guy is what I would consider the Seinfeld of the new age, Nate Bargatze.
Oh, he's funny.
Oh
yes,
my God,
he's
so
funny.
like Bargatze doesn't do anything racial. He doesn't do anything political. He doesn't. It's just all just regular everyday shit that he points out in a funny way.
It is.
Now his style is not the same as Seinfeld, but like
Seinfeld just delivers in a way that
right. He's just but I just think I call Nate Bargatze the Seinfeld of this.
Yeah, I could see that
because it's just regular everyday stuff that's just funny, and it's stuff that shouldn't be funny, but he makes it funny.
Agree. And
that's what I love about him. And so we just saw him this last weekend in Fort Wayne, Indiana. So I took my Tesla out there because I wasn't sure, I wanted to just test it. You know, it was cold, and my range on the Tesla is 356 miles.
It's very specific, but
when it's fully charged, it's 356 miles. Fort Wayne to the Embassy Theater was 150 miles.
Okay.
So you would think I should be able to do it round trip, right? Yeah. The temperature was like 30 degrees.
So that should affect
batteries. Right. So I preconditioned my battery, had it charging in the garage, preconditioned it before we left, went out the door, got out to the comedy place, parked. Well, we went to dinner first, then went to the comedy place and parked. Guess how many miles I had left? It was 150 miles there. I had 356 miles of range.
100 left.
I had 130 left.
Okay. I obviously
that's not getting me home.
No.
So we go to the nearest Meijer, which all Meijers now seem to have superchargers.
Oh, really?
Pretty much, yeah.
I know that.
I don't know that all of them do, but I would say that your
the
chances
bulk of them, yeah.
So I plugged in a Tesla supercharger on my car. It points me to Meijers. I go to Meijer. We go in, take a leak, walk around for a few minutes, come back out, wait for another 5 minutes, and then we're on our road. The problem is it was like 11, 12 minutes out of our way to get to that Meijer. Mm. And then I had enough battery to get home, And so it was probably a 20-minute charge and 11 minutes out of our way. So we lost 30
minutes.
Yeah, 30 minutes basically. Trina was bitching and moaning the whole time. And I'm just like, listen, we saved $60 in gas.
Yeah.
$60 in gas. It was a $10 charge for me.
Yeah.
And it was $60 worth of gas, basically.
Yeah.
And so we
It's
get
valid.
home, we spend no money on gas. She's like, it would have 5 minutes to get gas. And I'm just like, but it was $10 and an extra 20 minutes. Big deal.
Yeah.
Granted, it was late.
Was
at
that
night.
the supercharger, though?
Yeah, it was.
I thought they were supposed to be a little faster than that.
It was 20 minutes to get me like 200 miles.
Oh, yeah, that's pretty quick.
Yeah. But I dropped her off, went and parked, plugged it in, walked over to the, because they're usually like at the far end of the parking lot. Walked into Meyer, took a leak, walked around for a few minutes, and then we went back out of the car, waited for 5 minutes. I watched a little Seinfeld on Netflix in the car because it's got Netflix as part of the streaming package. And then about 5 minutes later, it said, your car's ready to continue the trip. And then we took off. So, and I got home. What was really impressive, though, is even though it says 356-mile range, when you plug in your destination, it knows elevations and all that stuff.
Oh, that's smart.
And it tells you what your percentage left is going to be when you arrive at your destination.
Yeah.
Spot on.
Nice.
It said it was going to be 40%. We got there, it was 40%.
It could change based off your driving.
Yeah, if you drive like a jackass, I might have gotten there at 35% remaining. But
Right.
I drive pretty
Conservative,
reasonably.
yeah.
I wouldn't say conservative, but reasonably. And I'll tell you, we got there at 40% left. It said 40% when we came out of the garage, and we arrived with 40%. Now, the funny thing was, Trina about shit her pants. We were on a 2-lane road for part of the trip onto Fort Wayne. Mm-hmm. It's mostly highway, but there's about a 20, 25-mile stretch where you're on back roads. We got stuck behind this semi.
I hate that.
And there's a line of probably 6 or 7 cars that had plenty of chances to pass, and they never passed. And I'm like, fuck this. So we got into, we're in the right lane, obviously. We're in America. And we got into a long curve that went around to the left. So I could see off in the distance if there was any cars coming, right?
Right, correct.
And so I immediately, as soon as that opened up, I gunned it past like
and they're
7.
like instant torque, electric engine.
Oh, my God. I passed like 7 cars at once. And Trina's like pushed back into the back of her seat. She's shitting her pants because we went from like 45 miles per hour in a 55,
electric
60.
engines have one speed in their transmission because
torque.
it's instant torque.
And so
you need one speed.
We were at
is all
like
you need.
80 miles per hour in like 2 seconds. And she was like shitting her pants and she's like holding on to everything. And then we get around the semi and I'm just like, I could easily, because I'm one of those guys that don't pass unless I really have a nice, but with this I was like, fuck it, I'm doing it.
They tried to make the OG Teslas a 2-speed transmission, the ones that's a Lotus body, the Roadster.
The original.
And every time you shift,
Roadster.
the fucking transmission's grenaded.
Right.
Because it's so much torque.
Yeah,
you can't. It has to be a 1-speed.
Transmission is the best way to go with that.
Yeah, you can't do a 2-speed transmission.
Even my Volt had a variable transmission when I was already rolling, and that's where you see your instant torque is when you're already moving.
Oh yeah.
If you're already moving and you put your fucking foot to the floor, that thing, it's like ludicrous speed.
Yeah.
And I don't have ludicrous speed on my Tesla. It just fucks.
It's a Spaceballs reference.
Yeah.
You probably don't. Have you seen Spaceballs?
Oh yeah, plenty. It's one of my favorites.
Okay, I'm glad. That's like an 80s
Jillian
movie.
even likes Spaceballs.
So I'm glad that you like it. He's like
Robin Hood Men in Tights.
That's another good one. All those
we
Mel
should
Brooks.
watch that.
Dude,
we should watch that the next time we're together.
Chappelle's in that.
Yeah,
he is in that.
When he says something like,
"Is he the blind?" No. Is he the
he's blind?
Guy? Yeah, yeah.
Because like his name's Blinken.
Blinken, that's
and
right.
they say like, "Hey, Blinken." He's like, "Did you
From
say
this
A
point
Blinken?"
forward, all of the bathrooms in the kingdom will be named John.
John's. But he keeps saying like, "Hey, Blinken," and he's like, "Did you say A Blinken?" And he's like, "No, I said Hey, Blinken."
All right, that's a good movie.
I got to bounce. I'm sorry.
All right, well, we are at the end of this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. We saw. Hey, did we get a Michter's rating on these?
I'm gonna go another
4-4 from Tyler.
I'll do a tie at 4-4 with my Barrel Seagrass.
And I'll do a tie at 4-2 with my with the Barrel
Seagrass.
These were all really good, actually.
Yeah, very fantastic drinks.
I just kind of threw this together when Tyler walked in and brought Midwinter Nights
Dram. Yeah.
Surprisingly, I had no idea.
Yeah, same.
So I just threw Barrel and Michter's. We'd never opened up Barrel, so I'm pleasantly surprised at all these.
It's a good night for sure.
It was. Thanks for joining in. See us next episode for 152.
Yeah.
And who knows what that's going to be. We'll see. All right. Have a good night, guys.
Thank you for joining in for yet another episode of the Bourbon Hunters. If you like what you hear, please leave us a good rating on Apple, Podbean, Google, or wherever you are listening. It definitely helps us to get great guests on our show. And follow us on Instagram and the Facebooks to keep up to date with what is in our glass. As always, sit back, grab a pour, kick up your feet, and enjoy some bourbon.